What is happening, guys? It's Adam here from CyberDog, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at some of the top VPNs that are available today. Now, all three of these VPNs are going to do a great job, but they do have some differences which may mean that one of them is more suitable for you. So without wasting any time, let's jump straight into it and see what they're all about. So the three that we're going to be taking a closer look at today are ExpressVPN, and then we have Surfshark, and on the right here we have CyberGhost. If you were thinking of getting a subscription, I'll put a link in the description to the best deals for all three of these, so make sure you check that out. Now, all three of these are labelled as the best for a good reason, but they do have their strengths and weaknesses, and these might be an important factor to you when deciding which one to go with. Now, usually when deciding which option is the right one for you, you need to look at what you're actually going to be using the VPN for. For example, if you're mainly going to be using it for streaming, then its ability to unblock sites like Netflix is going to be extremely important to you. If you're going to be using it for torrenting, then you need to know that it has a high-speed connection. And on top of all of this, there are features which some people can't live without, such as split tunneling and the use of a kill switch. So the ability to watch Netflix libraries from countries other than your own is becoming increasingly popular. Netflix has actually blocked some VPNs from being able to access its service, but Express, Surfshark and CyberGhost are all able to do so. For example, I've been using ExpressVPN to watch the US version of The Office because in my country the only version I could usually stream is the UK version. And as it happens, I've just made another video which takes an in-depth look at which VPN is correct for you, specifically when it comes to unblocking Netflix, so check out the description for a link to that video. Now let's take a look at torrenting. As with the Netflix side of things, all three of these VPNs do support torrenting. All three of them also offer a no logging policy, which means they don't record any information about your online activities. So with ExpressVPN and Surfshark, they allow torrenting and any P2P activities on every single one of their servers. However, CyberGhost has some slight restrictions here, as you can torrent on most of their servers, but you're not allowed to do so on the US servers or the Russian servers. So you will have to choose to connect to another part of the world other than these two countries, but they do actually include a dedicated torrenting profile which selects the best server for you at the time. Now, a feature which is useful when torrenting, and again all three of these VPNs have, is a kill switch. Now, a kill switch will cut your internet connection should your VPN connection drop for any reason, so you'll never be accidentally torrenting without the protection of the VPN. So let's take a look at the other important factor when it comes to torrenting and the use of a VPN in general, and that's the connection speed. So every VPN in the world will have a slight reduction in speed compared to your base speed, which is the speed of your home broadband connection. So with ExpressVPN, if you're connecting to a local server, which is one that's close to your home country or in your home country, then you can expect the reduction on your base speed to be around 3 to 5%. And if it's a more distant server you're connecting to, for example one that's halfway around the world, you can expect the speeds to be reduced by about 10%. When it comes to Surfshark, who pride themselves on being one of the fastest budget VPNs, you can expect the reduction to be around 10% for local servers and around 25% for distant servers, and believe me, this is a very good figure compared to all of the other VPNs. Now, CyberGhost is relatively similar when it comes to the local connection speeds of around about 15%, but unfortunately it does fall behind when it comes to connecting to distant servers. As you can see, the reduction in speed here is more like 40 to 45%. So let's move on and take a look at some of the other features. Now let's look at split tunneling. Now split tunneling is a very useful feature. It allows you to divide your internet traffic into two. So some of it can go through your VPN and remain encrypted, and the rest of it can connect to the internet through your usual home broadband. So if there's any apps that work better without the use of a VPN, such as Google Maps where it needs to know your true location, you can have this running normally without affecting the use of the VPN in other areas. And as expected, all three of these VPNs offer this feature, although with Surfshark it's actually called whitelister, and with CyberGhost it's an option included in their smart rules. But effectively they're all split tunneling and they all do the same job. Another big factor is how many country locations and how many servers are available to you. With ExpressVPN, there are over 3,000 individual servers spread out across 160 server locations over 94 countries. Surfshark doesn't have quite so many. It stands at over 1,700 individual servers spread out across 63 countries. And when we look at CyberGhost, there are 90 different countries that you can choose from, with 111 different locations in total. But when it comes to the amount of individual servers, they're way above the rest, standing at a staggering 6,349. Now, this next thing that we're going to look at may not affect everybody, but it certainly will for those who want to share a subscription with friends and family. And that is the amount of devices that you're allowed to connect to the VPN with a single subscription. ExpressVPN allow 5 devices to be connected simultaneously, and in most cases I'm sure this is enough, but if it's not, you could always look at Surfshark, which actually have no limits here, as you can connect as many devices as you like. And CyberGhost, well, that's somewhere in between, standing at 7 devices that you can connect simultaneously. So as you can see, a lot of the main features are actually shared by all 3 of these VPNs, but if you take a closer look, you can find some differences which may mean that one of them is more suitable for you. Now, when you look at the pricing structure, you can see that all 3 of them have a similar cost if you're paying month by month. But if you're going to be using the VPN long term, the price actually comes down by quite a bit. Well, having said that, it doesn't come down too much with ExpressVPN, but with Surfshark and CyberGhost, you're certainly going to make a good saving there. So I'd say, and I'm not alone when I say this, most of the top comparison sites also agree that ExpressVPN is the #1 choice for everyday use. It may be slightly more expensive than the other 2 options, but it's very fast, there's a lot of servers to choose from, it unblocks Netflix, it's great for torrenting, and it's a very secure VPN in general. However, if you're looking for a slightly more budget option, that's when you need to take a look at Surfshark or CyberGhost. Now, if you're really needing that high-speed connection, then Surfshark is definitely the way to go. And this is especially true if your base connection internet speed is not that fast already where you live. You're going to want to make sure the VPN has the maximum speed capability possible, so Surfshark is definitely your option there. And as well as that, if you are needing to connect unlimited devices to your VPN, then Surfshark is your #1 choice as well. But CyberGhost is certainly not one to be forgotten about, especially if you're in an area where you usually struggle with slow speeds, because they have so many servers available that chances are you'll be able to find one that you can connect to and keep the speeds up. Another great advantage of CyberGhost is the way that it lays out its location menus. It conveniently places all the best servers for torrenting and the best servers for streaming all in one place, and you can see which is best for you at the current time, whereas with some VPNs you're literally left guessing. The majority of VPN providers offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you're not happy with the product, you can get your money back within the first month. However, CyberGhost go beyond this, and their guarantee actually lasts for the first 45 days. Now, these 3 VPNs might be the ones at the top of their game, but there are a lot of VPNs out there. And with so much competition, the VPN providers are often offering different discounts and deals for you to take advantage of. So I've done some of the hard work for you, and I've actually found the best current deals at the time for these 3 VPNs, and I'll put a link in the description to those. As well as that, I've actually done some more in-depth reviews on all of these VPNs, and if you want to check the description, you'll also be able to find links to that, so you can find out even more details about each one individually. Now, I really hope you've learned something from this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you have. I hope it's helped you. Stay safe online, and I will catch you on the next one.